Hi, welcome to my set of videos. This is Patricia Ann Landon Regali, Chief Little Flower, coming at you from the trenches of having been targeted. I am a targeted individual that have been targeted since about the age of 25 for about a couple of years. Then it would recess into the background on and off until the year of COVID, about 2020, whenever gang stalking had reemerged in full force and full effect. At the time of this recording, it is November 2024, and the gang stalking, the PSYOP assignments still continue. And so my videos they're about my experiences as a targeted individual. I had been railroaded out of a successful and thriving career as a paramedic. I've been a paramedic for about 13 years before I walked away from my profession as a paramedic for two reasons. The first one was so I could speak freely about being heavily targeted and gang stalked in medical facilities by other medical professionals. If I were to hold a job in the medical world, that would be a huge conflict of interest for me and any potential employer. And so I have a passion for sharing this with the world because what's happened to me can happen to anybody. And if we were to shrink in fear, how would anybody ever rise up to protect themselves and to arm themselves with the knowledge of objective data? And additionally, since I was being targeted in the medical world, I knew it was a matter of time before somebody was paid to bear false accusations against my license. In other words, it was a matter of time before people would just make false accusations on my license. So those were the two reasons why I had nobly walked away from my career as a paramedic. And so I decided not to renew my license, because if my license was inert and non-viable, nobody could make any accusation against it. So I stayed 10 steps ahead of the community-based harassment. And so these videos are about my thoughts. They're about my experiences as a heavily targeted individual. So thank you for stopping. Hey, so how's it going out there? Happy Sunday, Sunday, Sunday to everybody. So I'm chilling. I was chilling at the public park earlier. You know, here's the deal about the gang stalking, about targeting of the individual. When I say that this is the treason arm and leg of the government, I know if you watch my videos, I've also said it's the same damn government that passed out them smallpox blankets to the Indians on the Oregon Trail of Tears because they ain't got no integrity. Same damn government, right? But if you call it the shadow government, oh, now you're talking conspiracy theory. When it's the same damn thing, or the government that snuffs out those whistleblowers for being truth tellers, same damn government. But if you have a hard time wrapping your brain around it, just, you know, go political science on it. It's the treason arm and leg of the government that passed out them smallpox blankets that are as unethical as AF. So I'm over there hanging out at the park. I have a rough time getting comfortable. So when you see me stand up and sit down, it's because I'm searching for a position of comfort. So I'm over there at the park. If you're new to gang stalking, this is something you have to comprehend, is that this, being the treason section of the government, is run like a business, an unholy, God-forsaken business. They use Citizen Corps and InfraGard and as directed by FEMA to make all of the gang stalking happen. So anything that is a public place, such as a library, which you have, is a timetable of goddamn government grubbers selling out people. You know, I'm like, you got gang stalkers there targeting people. So it's kind of like the target isn't followed per se. It's just the treason section of the government is all over the place, like, as my daddy would say, like horse shit. And then so whenever any targeted individual goes there, they can run game. But then, you know, guys, for all of you lovely gang stalkers who have who've been misled, willingly or otherwise, everybody can see you. Everybody knows what you're doing, and especially your targeted individuals. So what I suggest to targeted individuals is to make a hall of fame on your social media, and look up what the laws are for taking pictures in public places, because even the cops will try to gaslight you out of it. I've watched videos on that. And at each one of these public venues, it's like you can see shift change even. You know, they walk around in the same self-important circle like they're doing something, or if they're standing there, they're like epic pose of the century. You know, whatever it is that they are doing, their psychotic stage theater. I mean, these people don't have any ethics or morals. Let's put it this way. You guys that are pretending all and shit, thinking you're self-absorbed and important with, oh, I am working for the government, doing whatever it is they tell you. They duped you people. They duped you all. You don't even have control of your salvation anymore. Wrap your brain around that, my lovelies. You need to fix that. And then they got you using your children. What, do you get paid more with each per child, each head of the family? You know, like, you know, say you got 5 kids there, that's 5 heads plus the 2 of you, and the couple raising said family. So, but, like I said in my other video, you guys have no integrity. I have watched you guys pretend to pull your hair in public. I have watched you guys pretend to bite your nails in public. And then what's up with this move? This is a move where y'all just kind of like fall over like that. I've seen whole droves of you guys do that, like at the at pantries. Just because you're homeless doesn't mean you have to give up your dignity or your integrity. I'm homeless. But I haven't spoken about my private life, and I don't plan on it right now. Although many of you have helped me in moments of my private life. Thank you. But, so all of your, back to the public venues and these gang stalkers, it's a whole business. It is a whole business. If you can consider every public library staffed with stupid gang stalkers, not only the ones that will run game on foot, but there's also gang stalkers that run the transit system. That's a whole other talk. I've seen y'all do that. And then, my point here being, if you don't really realize what a targeted individual has to go through, there is no public place you can go to get away from this bullshit, because it's staffed there as well. This is what I've referred to in the past as its own militia, because this bullshit, this is citizen against citizen. This is blackballing people from employment, making them desperate. I mean, I guess if a targeted individual, because they're all like, oh, it's terror, we have to watch them because of terrorism. Bitch, you all are the terrorists. You and your Nazi ways. You all are terrorists. You Auschwitz 2.0 don't even know you're Nazi. There, I taught you. Look it up. rule in or rule it out for yourselves with diligence. But, I mean, if you guys like being the honorary Nazis, well, more power to you. No offense to the Nazis. You guys haven't been known for uplifting of humanity. It's been more like crimes against humanity, but whatever. With, like, neo-Nazism, woo, white power. I'm half white also, but who cares? But, yeah, going to the park, yeah, I see you guys. I see you. Whatever. But for you gang stalkers, everybody else sees you too. Are you all comfortable eating each other's food? How do you know none of your neighbors will try to like poison you? For reals? Y'all cash out. There's even been gang stalkers that'll sacrifice their own children. You put your kids into the neo-Nazi uniforms of your color coding out in the world, and you're walking in pairs. Everybody can see that. All the feds would ever have to do is just monitor a targeted individual, and see from like what? Yesterday, the day before, it was like 3 football fields away. It was like first I have sight of the gang stalkers, and then I got sight of somebody beyond the gang stalkers, which probably is their handler, because the handler usually stays like so far, and then the gang stalkers will look for the handler's gesture of, he's kind of like the sideline coach. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know that I know my shit talking about this because I've been indoctrinated into it. Like I said, all you guys ever did in this neo-Nazi bullshit was train me in the wickedness of your ways. Could each of you survive the same bullshit you put your targeted individuals through? And for the rest of you Americans, would you want a gang stalker for your neighbor? Seriously, consider that. They ain't got no integrity. They all wear a fucking mask. They're duplicitous as fuck. And they're running people's demise to get a come up off of. Would you want... For ladies, would you want to sully your sweet little lady parts with a man who's duplicitous as fuck? I'm just saying. And for men, would you want old bag over there, gold digging mama to come over there and ride your dick? Who's a goddamn gang stalker? I don't even know how the gang stalkers sleep together in the same bed, with wondering if the other one's trying to cash them out behind their backs. I've come across a family that had done that. I even have a video. The daughter, full grown with children of her own, didn't want to do the gang stalking, and her mother punched her. Would you want neighbors that do that to themselves? Because if they can't even treat themselves right, do you think your kid that you have to leave alone at home sometimes just to have a job? Do you trust your neighbors like that with your work situation? Nice try. But in the event it's noise campaign, heavy judgment, and instant karma for you. But really, it's going around. Me saying that just heightens the anticipation and awareness for me. That it makes me feel good about myself. and on the off chance, it more than likely works. But who knows? Only God knows. So, yeah, we got gang stalkers at every public venue. Every public unknown and lesser known parks. If it's a park, the government staffs it with gang stalkers, with targeters of individuals around the clock, 24/7. All you have to do is look at the parking lot to see who stays there the most, and then take a look at their color-coded cars, because you guys drive the same goddamn color-coded cars to where you wear your stupid neo-Nazi uniforms with the color-coded shirts and pants. Hello? So all the feds would ever have to do is watch the target like 5 football fields behind the gang stalkers running the game and see who's running it, and to follow the gang stalkers, and then hack the electronics to find out who their handler is, who you all go get your organized part of the RICO crime. You don't even have to be caught running the game. All you need to do is be caught getting your assignment and getting paid for it. So you all are busted. And anybody trying to run game on me, honey, my phone is so hacked 9 ways from Sunday. If you're hacking me, you're being hacked. So that's a consolation I have about it. But this is life as a targeted individual. So if you're not being targeted and you're able to go to work without work mobbing, say a prayer of thanks for that. And then ask yourself, how long will that stay like that? Because if this happened to me, this can happen to anybody. And it's been happening to people ever since World War II. Except without the technology, it was a lot easier to keep it under wraps. Now everybody knows. And if you say you don't know it, I'm looking at you side-eyed with the bombastic side eye, like, really? Because if it is true, you better fix that. Just fix that.